As a Nigerian passport holder, there's certain rough play you shouldn't be engaging in. But I recently engaged. So I wanted to tell you about it. I guess you guys, if you know, if you're Nigerian or if you're not, as a Nigerian, we need transit visas to go through the Schengen area. Most places in Europe, even if you live in UK, as long as you don't live in the Schengen zone, you need a transit visa. And I don't have that. So you either need a Schengen visa or a transit visa, both of which I did not have. And I planned to travel somewhere for this Christmas. I was going to transit through Iceland. Potentially, if you have a US visa, it's okay for transiting. But ideally, when you're transiting, your first and second flights have to be on the same PNR. So the same tickets for both flights, you'll be able to transit fine. All and good. I was like, oh, I'll use my US visa. That's fine. I was trying to be a cheap bib. So I decided to use a third party website, which is something I rarely do. I mostly try to go directly to the airline. But Christmas travel is expensive. So I wanted something that was affordable. I was like, let's just go with these people. So I went with them folks now. And tell me why I had paid non-refundable flights. They sent me 2 PNRs. That's basically 2 tickets. The first one from Edinburgh to Iceland. And the second one from Iceland to where I was going. And I'm like, what's this? And obviously, before I can check into a flight that goes to Iceland, I need to have a Schengen visa for them to know that, okay, this girl is not about to run away, or for them to let me on the plane. First things first, I hit up one of my friends that travels a lot just like me, and I asked how far. He was like, oh, I've done this before. But his own was, when he did it, at least from what I understood, both legs of the flight were on the same ticket. So it was a bit different from what I'm doing. And I'm just like, how would they even where will I begin? And I said, okay, let's just go to the airport early. I went to the airport and joined the long queue. I waited, I think about an hour, if not more, on that queue. Got to the front. Oh no, she said, your passport, please. I gave her. She checked it. She was saying, do you have a visa for where you're going? I said, I'm actually going to, I now mentioned where I'm going, but she said, oh, 2 different tickets. I said, yes. She said, okay, just give me a second. Let me call them. I said, hi, Chimbiko. We're not about to turn back and spend the Christmas in this country, please. So she now in front of me, she called them. I said, oh, there's a lady here, Nigerian. She says, is he fine? They don't say, as long as she has an onward ticket, it's fine. And there's this thing to show that she can enter the last country she's trying to get into is fine. I just said, oh, thank you. She said, okay, let me see. And I said, yes, the visa is there for the country you're traveling from. Is this side? She said, okay, she just saw it and then printed out my boarding pass. She gave me 1 boarding pass. I was like, okay, is this boarding pass for the entire leg? She said, oh no, you have another ticket. So when you get there, you get your second boarding pass. But basically, this boarding pass is just for Iceland. Imagine, they give me boarding pass for Iceland where I know get Iceland transit. I know get, what's the name of the second thing? Schengen. I said, aye, thanks. I boarded the flight. Okay, everything was fine. When I got to Iceland, thankfully, and it's a thing that the terminal we land in is the international terminal. So you don't need to go through security or anything. Once you come down, there's a desk. You could go ask them people, and they helped me print out the second boarding pass, which was now taking me to the final destination. I'm just like, Jesus, thank you. I just wanted to let you guys know that it is possible, although don't try it, please.